Hi, Stefan Swartling here from Swartling Network. So Lenovo bought Motorola from Google, and Google keeps all the patents. But what will happen now then? To me personally, I don't see any huge difference because I've almost never seen a Motorola phone here in Sweden, and I have never seen a Lenovo phone either, and not a Lenovo computer either. So to me, Motorola was a US only company, and Lenovo was an Asian company for me that was not available here in Sweden. So to me personally, I can't see any difference. I think Motorola will make smartphones for Lenovo now, and hopefully they will look like the Moto X, for example. But I still think that these phones will only be US only and not be sold here in Sweden or in Europe or Scandinavia. And if they keep doing those cool features that Motorola did in Moto X, they need to translate them to all kinds of languages here in Europe and Scandinavia to sell these phones here, because those features is based on voice commands only for English language. So to be able to sell these new phones made by Motorola and Lenovo in Europe and Scandinavia outside of US, they need to translate all these commands and all these nice features. So that's one reason why I don't think this will be any difference for us that lives here. We won't see these phones here in Sweden, I'm sure of that. And I wish Lenovo good luck to be a big smartphone seller in the US, but to be big worldwide, they need to do all these kinds of things that I said, and they need to sell these phones all over the world, not only in US and maybe UK and some other countries, but they need to do it over the planet. So to compete with Apple and Samsung that Lenovo says that they will do with smartphones now, they need to do all these things because they can't only sell them in the US and try to compete with Apple and Samsung. It's impossible. So this is what I think of this big deal that Lenovo did. Google keeps the patents, as I said, and that is to secure Android and the open source Android, so they can continue developing Android. And I think that's kind of smart, but I think Google has lost a lot of money in this deal because they bought Motorola for a lot more money than they now sell them for. So I don't know how much Google has lost on this deal, but I don't think this was a good deal at all. Yes, they have some patents now, but we will see what happens. And to me, I don't think Google will continue doing Nexus devices now. I think they will release Google Edition phones in the Google Play Store instead, so that all manufacturers can do a Google Edition phone if they want. And if they do that, it's the same there. They need to have devices in Google Play Store in more countries than they have now. For example, here in Sweden, we don't have devices in Google Play Store, and there's a lot more countries that can't buy phones from Google Play Store. So this is a big problem too for Google to solve, so we can buy these cool phones with pure Android installed instead of the manufacturer's UIs and skins and so on. Okay, bye!